connection, it says. I just want to... Oh, yeah, it's happening. That's so weird. I have never seen my streaming software screw up this much in this sort of way. Like, this is new. Usually it will, you know, charge up this little meter that says, okay, connecting to stream. And then it will fail at some point. And then, oh, okay, well, click this link here to go live manually. But this time it just didn't do anything. It didn't have a thing that did anything. I mean, there was a major update right before I opened my software, so maybe they got rid of the thing. I don't know. It's working now. Let's go ahead and add some sound, because it's too silent. Okay. I think I'll wait with an explanation to why I'm playing this character until there's a few more people. Something that I really want to do is to have a countdown timer that says, oh, in 5 minutes, you know, whoever is gonna... Wait, this was the wrong way. Whoever is streaming is gonna go live, and it's gonna count down, and it's gonna be awesome. People are gonna get 5 minutes to get in here. I always pick the wrong portal for some reason. I'm trying to get Ashes of Alar. That's not Ashes. I need to go there too. Like, don't get me wrong, but not right now. Man, this is loud. Let's turn that audio down a little bit. Yeah. I always go the wrong way once I get out here. I'll just make sure I do the right way now. Okay, you know what? I'll explain it anyways, because I know there's some people that are watching this on playback. So first of all, say hi to Claig, my warrior. I used to have a Void Elf warrior, which, you know, it doesn't really look good to, like, for some reason, Void Elves don't fit plate classes. And I think the same thing goes for Blood Elves. I don't think Blood Elves look good on plate classes. They look, I don't know, they kind of, it looks like they have huge legs once they get their armor on, but like really skinny bodies. And then they get huge, you know, hands as well, but the shoulders as well are like tiny. It's unproportionized, and it doesn't look good. Humans, on the other hand, look great in plate armor. It's actually one of the better looking ones. Depending on the type of armor you wear, of course, you know, not talking plate here, but like there's many different armor sets inside the plate category. Some of them look great on humans, some look greater on dwarves. But basically, this is Claig, which in Nordic, if you read the title, means to die unexpectedly. Is that what it means? I think it is. But basically, I think 2-3 streams ago, I announced that I had found my main for Shadowlands. And my fiance 2 days ago sat me down and had a talk with me. She pointed something out. Well, first of all, she's always told me that, come on, just stick to one class. You know, what's so difficult about it? When you keep switching classes, keep switching characters, you don't bond with any of them. You're not going to feel a personal tie, you know, to any of them. So you're just going to keep switching and switching and switching. Just stick to one. So she's always been an advocate for sticking to one character, which is why this is a very important thing to point out. So she sat me down 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. And she told me, first of all, like for the past month or so, she's been nagging, you know, she hasn't been nagging, but she's been telling me that she thinks that I should try out Demon Hunter. Like, you know, she knows that I struggle with trying new classes and then, oh, suddenly I want to main them. But she wanted me to try Demon Hunter because she thought it was like the perfect class for me. Or at least the perfect spec for me. And I pointed out to her, well, Demon Hunter doesn't have healing, it doesn't have didn't, it doesn't have datten, it doesn't have, all sorts of things. And then she told me to sit down because she wanted to have a serious talk with me. And she told me that she thought the Paladin was the wrong option for me. She didn't think I should play Paladin. And that it's a very odd thing for her to say, because usually a person doesn't tell another person, oh, you shouldn't play that class, it's the wrong choice for you. Especially from my fiance, because she saying that is just sort of a weird thing. But she gave me a very good point that I have not seen. Like, I didn't realize this until she pointed it out to me. And what she said was, she noticed that I had a habit of playing something because it was practical to play. It was what made the best sense longevity-wise. And then she pointed out something that, again, I haven't been noticing, which is the fact that the whole thing about me not knowing what to main in the game and switching classes all the time and characters, and it's not that I can't decide on what to play. It's not that I think something is better than the other. It's kind of the same thing as, when they choose the American president, they always switch between a Republican, then a Democrat, then they go back to the Republican, then they go back to the Democrat, because, one thing isn't working, so they go over to the other one. It's kind of the same thing I've been doing. I have not switched classes just because I wanted to. I have picked a class that was practical. It would make most sense. But that class wasn't the most fun to play. So what I do is I play that class, which was practically the right class to play, and just about, a month later, I would then start missing playing a fun class. So I switch class. I play something that is fun to play, like the rogue. And then about a month passes, then I would think to myself, oh, the rogue doesn't have a healing spec. This is not the right class for me. What if I want to heal in the future? And I gotta pick something that is practically good for me to play. And then I'll switch over to a class that also has healing, usually the Paladin, because I keep going back and forth between the same classes. I've started just as many warriors as I've done Paladins, almost. But I always abandoned my warrior because by the time that I got my warrior to a certain level, I would think to myself, oh, this would be so much better if I could just queue up as a healer. And then I would abandon my warrior, and then I would pick something with a healing spec. So she pointed this out to me, that the whole reason that I was an alcoholic is because I switched between practical and fun. And she asked me to do a small experiment. She said, pick a class that doesn't have healing or, whatever. Don't list down a bunch of reasons. Just pick a class that you think is fun to play. Because that is what is going to determine whether you're going to enjoy that class or not. So I did that. I went in and I narrowed it down even further for myself. I said, okay, let's not talk about a fun class. Let's talk about a fun spec. So, even though a class might have two specs that I don't think is fun, as long as one of the specs is just like the best spec ever, then I would consider that class. And when I say best, I mean fun, right? So going into my class list, I narrowed down 4 classes. I said warrior, monk. What else did I pick? Demon Hunter, and something else. I narrowed down 4 classes that I just had fun with when I played them. And then I had to start deciding, okay, so what do I actually like looking at? Because, a Demon Hunter is fun. But I like having a class where I can collect transmogs, like 2-handed maces and stuff. Like, that's my favorite type weapon in the game. If I played a Demon Hunter, I wouldn't have the transmogs that I wanted to see on my character. And usually I'm just in general a plague class. So in the end, I narrowed it down to the Fury Warrior. Like, that would be like my ideal, I'm having fun in the game. Not practically the best class, but I'm having a blast playing the game. So I'm gonna try this particular character here. My fiance even sort of hinted at that she thought that I should race change my Void Elf to something that, you know, made more sense to me. And I always play warriors, like humans on what do you call it, on my alliance side. So I race changed my Void Elf to a human warrior. And hey there, you two, Nathan and Pepsi Dog. So yeah, trying something different. It was a long explanation. I'm probably gonna explain it one more time once more people get in here. But you know, just sort of an interesting observation. And I think a lot of alcoholics have a tendency to do it in that way. You know, switching classes because they want to, like, you're driven towards playing something fun. But because it's not the practical best reason, then you force yourself to play something that is not perhaps the most fun. And then again, you start getting this feeling inside that you want to play something fun, so, you know, you start switching over to fun again. And it's a back and forward, it's a ping pong sort of thing. And then, of course, you know, you tell yourself that, well, last time I tried the rogue, which was fun, it didn't work out. So, you know, rogue is off the table. So that the second time you have to pick a fun class, you pick something different than the previous fun one. And that's how you go through all the different classes in the end. I always like warrior. I like the fantasy behind warrior, that it's something that I could play. I like how powerful it feels when you play it. In general, like, the warrior has just so many things except healing. And I do want to point out, it has excellent self-healing. I can keep myself alive. It just doesn't have, you know, it doesn't have the ability to heal others. Which again is something that I want to be able to do, because it's practically the best reason, but it's not the most fun. Can we talk about the universal law that all girlfriends play in WoW, Beastmaster Hunter? Actually, I just want to point out, her Beastmaster Hunter is her alt. It's not her main. Her mains are her Shaman, which is an elemental shaman called Duravir. She's been playing that since forever, since she's been playing the game. And she has an alt, which she's trying to make into her main, I think, which is a gnome rogue. But she does also have a hunter. That's actually her first character ever. When she got the game for the first time and she got that free boost with it, she spent it on her hunter, the one in the video that I uploaded. So, you know, she does have a Beastmaster hunter, which she played like back in Legion as well, even though it wasn't the best spec to play back then. But she wanted to play it because it had all those pets and stuff. Oh, right, I'm immune to crowd control in this thing. I forgot about that. I feel like I get stuck playing a tank or heals because guilds never have them, or they always need, so I get stuck in that rut. I played a hunter and loved it, but they needed a tank. So I think that becomes an issue for people. That is, like, again, it's the practically best reason to play it, but do you have the most fun playing that particular one? Something that I've thought about was, you know, maybe having a fun character and a practical character, but, you know, having a practical character, it makes sense that that should be the character that you do all the reputation grinds with and all the, you know, the achievements. But that also means that you're not having fun doing reputations and achievements because you're not playing a fun character. So, you know, that kind of breaks that system. But yeah, I don't know, it was just an eye-opener for me. I sat down and I tried to pick, okay, what is fun? Don't think about practical, don't think about what has a healing spec or a tanking spec. Just think about what is the most fun. Because that's what I used to do back in Legion when I started getting serious into the game. I picked my Death Knight because I liked the lore behind it. I hadn't tried warrior back then. But in general, I just liked... I didn't even check if I got the mount. Ooh, what is my difficulty? Oh, thank God. No. You know, I stuck with my Death Knight throughout the entirety of whatever was rest of Legion. Because it was fun. I didn't think about whether it had a healing spec. I hadn't even tried healing back then. And then, of course, BFA came out. And I saw a lot of videos on, oh, what is the meta right now? What is the good classes to play? What are the bad classes right now? And I got sucked into that vortex of toxicity when it... Well, I wouldn't really call it toxicity. It's just, you know, elitism when it comes to playing the right class and the right specs. And I don't know. I made a bad habit back then, I think. So, you know, picking something that is just fun to play, I think is a really important thing to do. Because it is a game. You wanna have fun in the game. You don't wanna pick something practical. That you treat WoW like a job if you do it that way. It's like it's a future financial decision you're trying to make, but with classes, and it just doesn't make sense. You know what? I'm just gonna have you fly me down. I always end up with Fury Warrior and BFA. Most fun spec, hands down. I feel the same way. You know, the thing is, I think the Monk is hilariously fun to play. And Demon Hunter, which I only just picked up now, is incredible to play as well. But like I said, I like plate classes. I like to have two-handed maces. So, you know, having two on your back is just like the most awesome thing ever. And it's just the most fun, fast spec to play. When it comes to the plate classes. So, you know, I didn't choose Monk and I didn't choose Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter Broken. I heard that right now they're pretty good. I even noticed that a lot of people are running around playing Demon Hunters right now, which is a typical thing. When a certain class is considered good right now, you know, the meta, everyone's playing it. I remember was it in Legion? Everyone was playing Paladins at the end or something. It was just fun to see. Maybe just because of the, you know, the fantasy behind it, because there was a lot of fantasy regarding it. But yeah, it's important to pick something that's fun. And I have seen the new human hairstyles and beards. They look awesome. I was kind of thinking, like, you know, the especially the full beard. Wait, this is wrong. Especially the full beard. I was thinking, why is there no beard on top of the mouth? Like, why is there no mustache? But it kind of seems like the mustache and the beard beneath here are two separate options you have to pick from. I'm going the wrong way again. There it is. Okay. It looks amazing. You know, one thing you'll notice right now, you can't see it there. Ah, come on. One thing you'll notice right now, if you can see it, yeah, you can. His beard look very cartoonish right now. It looks like clay, which the new hairstyles and beards look a lot more like hair, which is a lot better, I think. Okay, so heroic. I don't think there was mythic back then. So yeah, I'm picking up warrior, human warrior to be specific. I like to roleplay myself in the game, and you know, there's just something that makes you connect a bit more. Like, people say, oh, you play a human warrior, that's like the most boring class and race you can play in the game. Like, why would you pick those? And the reason they say that is because why play a human in a fantasy game when you could play something more exotic, like a void elf or a Draenei or something else. And the reason they say that warrior is boring is not because of how warrior plays, because warrior is fast and fun and powerful to play, but because, you know, why play just a weapon wielding character when you could be playing something that uses death magic or something like that. And you know, again, it's because people play the game for different reasons. The reason that I always, whatever class I pick, you'll notice that when I do transmogs, I always pick something that is low-key, wanderer, you know, it's not flashy. That's just the style that I like to use in the game. And playing a character, even though it is a little bit unrealistic to have two-handed weapons, because, you know, the strength required there is just a little bit too much. You know, it's a very good class to play if you want to role play yourself. The good thing about this too is that Warrior is the only class in the game where you can collect all the different weapons in the game, just in one character. Or just do not focus on one character, rather create a few characters where you can switch between. That's actually, I have actually planned that I'm going to be playing my Warrior and my Demon Hunter. If I want to heal, then Paladin is probably going to be the one. The good thing about Shadowlands is they're making ults, you know, a very easy thing to do. So I could possibly have a Paladin healer. The thing that I noticed as well, when I was playing the game as a healer, like, there's the reason that I like to play healer is not because I like playing a healer. I like getting into dungeons faster, which when you queue up as a healer, you do. And one thing that people would sometimes point out to me, and the reason that I never do dungeons that are higher than a +5, is because, you know, you have to actually spec yourself, like, or like make your character have healer gear if you want to do well. You know, the Azerite trait should be all healer based. Your gear should have the stats that healers should have. But I never did that because I always only queued up as a healer to get gear for my DPS spec so I could PvP. And I don't know, it's just it's not the right way to play healer. And it always leaves you at a point where, you know, you can't really do higher dungeons because your gear doesn't allow you to. So, you know, having a healer just as a safe option or like a quick queue for dungeons is probably not the best decision to do. I always like to play DPS specs.
It seems you truly are the heroes of legend.
Saying humans are boring is one of the dumbest arguments ever. They have probably the richest lore in the game. You know, I think you're right. They do have probably the biggest lore in the game because most of the story that we have actually, like, what do you say, like, the actual story that has been made up in WoW is about humans, like most of it. But like I said, I think the reasons that people think is the most boring option is because why play yourself when you can play a night elf? Like, that's exotic. It's exciting. It's a different culture. You can play an orc, like a bloodthirsty creature that wants battle or something else. But, you know, personally, I like walking around, seeing myself being among fantasy around me. Kind of like if I was in the real world and there was dragons and ogres and stuff around me. Like, that would be more exciting just being me in that world rather than me turning into an orc and now I'm an orc, you know. For example, I only played warrior for like a year, so I decided to play new classes. Now I have 3 main characters. Monk as a tank, because he's incredibly fun to play. Monk tanks are fun to play. I think in the end, you know, I'm talking about maybe having my paladin as a healer. The only reason that I play healer in the game is because I want to get gear for my DPS spec. So maybe just accept the fact that I will be queuing up for 10 minutes instead of 2 minutes when I have to go into dungeons. Oh, which reminds me, I actually have to... my gear sucks right now. I have a 370 sword. And I would very much like to go to King's Rest and get at least just a 415 with that sword they have in there. Because it's amazing. Like, if you play a warrior or any sort of what do you call it, two-handed class that can carry swords. I think you have to go and get the one in King's Rest. I'm not sure how that works, but I've heard the warriors should get that, like 2 of those, because it's just really good. A paladin which I'm currently leveling, and my old warrior if I want to try hard. Both DD? What does DD mean? Come on, get down. Oh, damage dealer. And again, you know, people play the game for many different reasons. Some people like to, you know, have 3 characters that they can switch between to, you know, just sort of spice things up a little bit. And, you know, they don't have a problem with it. But I think it's such a core belief, at least when I play the game, that I should have one character that I do everything on. So, you know, I want to complete all the quests in the game. I want to complete all the achievements, all the reputations. And having 3 different characters is going to divide that into 3 different characters. And of course, you could say, well, you just need to have one character where you do all the rep grinds, and then the 2 others can just be for fun. That's not how it works for me. I will end up grinding different reps on all of them. Fuel Warrior is a class where I can play without the screen? Oh, you play differently than me then. I need to have weak auras showing me on screen what to click, because I don't want to look down all the time. I know that this is one of those classes where I could, if I wanted to, just, you know, look down. Oh, is it ready? No, it's not. It's very easy to play without weak auras, but I don't know. I just like having it on screen. I'm done. Ooh, is it still the right oh, it's not. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I need to change the difficulty soon. Yeah, the rep thing has to be account wide. I completely agree. It's not enough making achievements account wide. It's an MMO, like, you know, it is just a thing that people who play the World of Warcraft, at least, I don't know how it is with other MMOs, but people who play this game, they have at least 3 characters they play. They don't have 1, and that's it. You know, and you never touch any other characters. So, you know, having reputations not account wide is just silly. Have to do something about it. Okay, let's change the difficulty. Yes! It's not too late. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Okay, there's 25 mode. Good. Would love that. Yeah, me too. For my monk tank, I use weak auras because it's impossible to look at your iron brew and pull. That little thing up there in the corner, it's so tedious looking up in the corner all the time to see, you know, how much stagger do you have and stuff like that. Oh, Diogo Costa, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I have weak auras on my monk as well. Like, it's gonna tell me how much stagger do I have, how long time do I have left on my purifying brew, you know, whatever the brew is called. I need auras, and I also need to see which spells are ready right next to those data, because otherwise I have to look down and look up at my stagger amount, then look down. Like, it's just, you know, as a tank, I want to focus on what's happening right in front of me. I don't want to have to look down on my spells all the time. So I use weak auras for everything, even DPS specs. Oh right, I'm supposed to protect them. I was thinking, what am I doing? The only bad thing about the warrior is that there's, you know, a somewhat cooldown on ranged attacks. So, I mean, I can taunt them in. Oh. I've heard complaints that when it comes to Shadowlands, warrior is getting one of the most boring makeovers of all the classes. But to be honest, I'm quite happy with Warrior right now. So that's not a problem. Paladin, on the other hand, is getting like it's basically like a new class, which I think is awesome. I was worried that I had to wait for my range to be ready again, but it doesn't seem like I have to wait. It's ready as soon as the next dragon starts shooting. And I'm sorry, by the way, if anyone is getting dizzy from all my looking around, because it's something my fiance, she has a, like, she doesn't like looking at gameplays where, you know, like, oh, the screen is moving. But I have to look around. Where's the next dragon? Oh, that's it. Good. Okay, fight me. I was actually pretty confident that I was gonna main my warrior before I started streaming on this channel. Back when, you know, I was playing my Void Elf warrior. And the reason for that was I was just having a blast when it came to PvP, like just charging in and just relentlessly mowing people down. So much fun. But again, it wasn't a practical class to play. Do a 360 no scope? Okay, hold on. I gotta be able to attack the next boss. And you know, ever since I started playing this game, I have been so attracted to the two-handed weapons. It's just so awesome to see. And I like my transmog. It looks very, you know, Nordic. Okay. It sounds just like smog. Smaug? I think it's called Smaug. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. No, not you, Frida. I got my dog next to me. Alright, come on. 360 no scope! Don't worry, I got this, guys. Just take your time. Oh, wait, I have this mount already. Oh. I was sitting here like, oh, am I gonna get it? But I got this one. So yeah, there's 2 more mounts at the end. Oh, hey, Pen.
Our fate lies with you, Earthwarder.
I will not fail you. I will not fail this world. Ah, okay, he was being a bit more angry in his voice than I was. There you go. Oh yeah, just a fun little trivia about the name. I wrote it in the title because there's more people in here now. Oh yeah, by the way, these two, Keanu Reeves and Captain Swayze. I don't know, I just think that's funny. Claig in Nordic means to die unexpectedly. So I made, you know, his name has an unlucky meaning, which I thought was kind of fun. I had to come up with a cool name for him, and it just seemed like I seriously got the mount from Death Knight unintentionally on my US account as I was farming gold. Oh! Do you usually play on an EU account since you talk about your US account? Because that will mean if you mainly play on your EU, you can't share it over, right? Oh wait, no, I have to talk to him again. Always forget that. Yeah, I think this is a pretty neat set. Looks very barbaric. I've actually been looking forward to once we can, like once in Shadowlands and we can start grinding for older raid gear. I've been looking forward to these shoulders here. Wait, why do I have that weak aura on screen? Oh, that's odd. Okay. that's something new. Like, you see how the thing is on top of my map? Yeah, I apparently set that up in my weak aura. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna be a thing. But neat to see that it's possible. To be fair, it's probably intentional. They use Old Welsh in-game as the language of the old god, at least parts of it. Are we talking about Captain Swayze and Keanu Reeves? Or are we talking about Claig? Oh, I saw you. I just imagine him like with a backhand from one and then the forehand from the other. There you go. Oh. Oh right, I'm not playing my Paladin. I thought I was gonna throw my hammer at him. But no, that's not how warrior work. My range is different. Didn't I just throw down a gnome? Oh, not a gnome, a goblin. He hasn't appeared yet. Yeah, I switched to US there he is. I switched to US a few years ago because the German server are full of either elitists or boomers who don't want to play with anyone under 30 years. So it's a very toxic server. I'm sorry to hear that. It's one of the worst experiences ever you can have at this game is when people, they... I saw... what was it? Asmongold was reacting to a guy who was being very toxic, like another streamer who called somebody else's baby ugly, like repeatedly on his streams, because he was very mad at his teammate for, you know, messing up or something. So he started dissing his baby that he was having next to him while playing. It's a very, very like just like the lowest of people ever, that streamer he was watching. Just like, you know, one of those type people that you just can't fathom how they end up in that way that they are, because they're such retards. But he was watching him, and I'm just amazed like that there's people like that playing the game. I mean, you know, there's all types of people, but wait, do I need to talk to you? Yeah. I don't know. There's, you know, when you get in group with somebody who's like that, it's just too much. No, I don't have to talk to you. Do I talk to these guys? I forgot what to do. Wait, I can talk to him now. No, wait. No! No! Oh, he sucks. Okay, I had to have done all the previous bosses, like the first bosses on heroic, otherwise I can't get to Deathwing on heroic. Does there drop any mounts from Deathwing on normal? 1. So we're just going for 1 mount now. Oh, that sucks. Then I switched back to EU because Moongod is a leftist political shitfest. Like literally you can't read a trade chat for 2 minutes without someone talking about the LGBT community. Yeah. It's fun that you mentioned that. a lot of the guilds that I try to enter like to talk very political, and I don't know, there's, and I have to be careful what I say here, because I don't know if there's people like that in the chat watching this. Hold on, I gotta think for a second. You know, every time you join a guild that has a lot of members in it, there's going to be attention-seeking people that feels very sorry for themselves and says something controversial, which is probably why they don't have any friends. And they try to, like, they just think that everyone agrees with them, and it stirs up drama in the guild chat. And whenever I see that there's people like that in guilds, I just leave the guilds immediately, because I don't want to. It's just, I don't know, it's so childish, I think. Tell me about it. Yeah. Yeah, so there's plenty of like special people in the game as well, like people who like to talk about the LG what did you call it, like LGBT. I know what that means, I just don't want to say it on stream, because it's one of the worst things you can start arguing about if you want to hate is, and it's so stupid. Like it's like people who start creating discussions and, you know, anger just out of something meaningless, and to them it's not meaningless, of course, but it is meaningless. Yeah, just avoid it. Exactly. I just leave the guild. Don't want to be part of it. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I got plenty. Deathwing, roll around. I'm really sad that I didn't do it on heroic for the first bosses. Alright, there we go. Okay, go. Fun. Come over here. I can't imagine how this was done with a raid group. Like, this is just so much coordinating. Like, how did people do this? Wait. Oh, okay, there's a tentacle there. Yeah, I can't imagine people doing this as a raid group. Like, how do you coordinate going back and forward or avoiding things? Would all the DPSs and healers and tanks just stand in like one of these things and take damage constantly? And then the healers had to keep up with the damage that was lost because of the fire? Like, I don't understand how that was it was done. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, you know, it's one of those moments where people, they shaman chain heal stacking. Oh, okay. It's one of those moments where, you know, when people are being very toxic in online communities and then they call other people toxic, and it's just, you know, they can't see that them being toxic, calling other people toxic, basically, to give a good example of what I mean, there is a guy that lives on our street, some houses down, and on his garage, like outside his house, he wrote, he like with spray painting made an arrow that points to his neighbor, and then it says, "Here lives the biggest bastard in the town." Like, there's been some neighbor, you know, conflict there. because he wrote that, it's not telling, like, there's nobody talking about the neighbor, like, oh my god, what did the neighbor do? Everyone is talking about the guy who wrote that on his garage, because him putting it there means that he is a very toxic, crappy person that you don't want to get near, because he let his anger get the best of him and he wrote that on his garage. It's still there. It's been there for years. And, you know, he thinks that everyone now thinks that that guy next to him is a bastard. No, nobody's even, like, giving him a thought. Everyone's thinking about the guy who wrote it. Like, you know, he's weird. That's the effect that people have in online communities like that, when they call others Nazis or whatever, because, you know, you just don't want them to, like, bring their toxicity into an online game or something. Like, it's I don't know. How do people end up like that? It's it has to be, oh poop, I just killed it. It has to be environment, like something, I don't know, it's just weird. Okay, there he is. Come on. Can't keep running. There we go. Oh yeah, and I actually, the guy who wrote that outside his house, I have seen him. He is a, you know how when people are just like, he's a biker type, you know, he looks like he's part of a biker gang or something. Like, he's a big guy with a big beard, and he looks like the type of guy that would just unprovokedly, you know, start yelling at you. And he has a motorcycle outside his house. He's always wearing leather jackets. Like, he looks like a bad type, which doesn't add to the fact that he wrote that on his house. I don't know. It's just funny. It's funny how they can't see that they are being the one that are a bad type. I actually, you know, him writing, like him being the type he is, writing that his neighbor is a bastard, I actually think his neighbor is a very normal type person. Because, you know, a normal person wouldn't get along with a person who is that special. So, you know, if he got along with his neighbor, I would start having, you know, doubts about whether I should talk to his neighbor. Oh, he's about to roll left. No, don't go yet. Big chungus. What does that mean? Hey, all right. I had not realized you fools were still there. Well, who do you think is running around your side? Oh no. Oh, okay. Yeah, I made it. I don't know how long it takes for me to like go around. Oh, big. Oh yeah, he's a big guy. Yeah. Chungus. Okay. Luckily, he's not our direct neighbor. He's actually quite a few houses down. He's about like, I don't know, 80 meters down the street. So he's not too close to us, luckily. Is there anything here that I don't have? Because now I'm playing a warrior, so I can just collect all the weapons, which is nice. Oh, don't overthink it. It's just an old meme. I joined memes, like I'm a late memer, so you know a lot of the old memes I don't understand. Just tell them that all I hear when they come out with is Obig and Obia is what my ancestor did. Heretic, heathen, or witch. Some crazy, just a different branding. I have to reread that. 1 second. I just tell them that all I hear when they come out, it's Obig, Obia, is what my ancestors did, heretic, breathen, or witch. Yeah, it's just the same thing. It's unintelligent people who feel sorry for themselves and just need to, like, they want people to see them. That's why they do those things. They just want to be seen and heard. And because they don't know how to do it in a positive way, they do it in a negative way, basically.
I will cleanse whatever corruption I can.
There you go.
Fire will not harm you.
By fire be purged. But funny you're saying that. I watched yesterday a true crime video and they showed a couple of MMA fighters. They were basically glorified high school bullies. Oh yeah, those types. We get, you know, I could get in a big discussion about those types as well. There you go. He's still talking, but he's dead. I never knew that he was being corrupted by old gods, and that's why he's all, you know, messed up. Why are you stealing my kill? I did all the work, and then you're like, oh, I'll just like poke him at the end, and then I'll take the glory. Okay. Oh, the Doppler effect. What was that? Like, I've heard it in the in How I Met Your Mother. Doppler effect. Yeah, it's when you do something that to some people seem like a romantic gesture or something, but to the wrong people or to some other types of people, it just seems creepy. Is that actually a thing? I thought there was just a How I Met Your Mother catchphrase or something. Ooh. My fiance just made her first impressionistic artwork. What did I think? Deathwing had a bad childhood? Nah, he's not the type who had a bad childhood. You just need to get under the boot. Okay, so we got a pet. So far, so good. No! No! I didn't... Wait, I don't have the staff? How do I not have this staff? Oh, right, it's normal difficulty. Oh, okay. 1 second. My fiance wants me to see her painting. Hej, skat. Ja. Ja. Ej, hold da op. Det ligner en å.
Det er det med åkander.
Ja, jeg tænkte det. Det ser mega godt ud. Så skal jeg lige se på Facebook. Ej, det ser mega godt ud, skat. Det er ligesom at se morfars maleri.
Når man går helt tæt på, så ligner det ikke noget.
Ja, men når du ser det langt fra, så ligner det.
Det er vitterligt, lige har det taget mig, det har taget mig 3-4 timer.
Okay. Vildt godt første forsøg. Jeg tror, morfar han elsker at have den hængende.
Også sæklet.
Altså, det er ikke for at sige, at jeg ikke også gerne vil have den hængende, skat. Det er bare for at bevise morfar, at du sagtens kan finde ud af det.
Hvor lang tid det er svært. Du ved godt, når man prøver at følge andre resultat, men så bliver det ikke så mere, så når den der fase, hvor det
Ja.
og så vælger man alligevel.
Ja. Jeg synes, det blev vildt godt. Jeg elsker de røde blomster på kanderne. Jeg elsker de røde blomster på kanderne.
Jeg glæder mig. Rigtigt.
Ja. Glæder mig. Ja, jeg går tilbage til stream. Ja. Hej hej. My dog is trying to jump up while I'm talking to my fiance while I'm streaming. The Doppler effect, or the Doppler shift, is the change in frequency in wave in relation to an observer who is moving relatively to the wave source. Okay, so I see how they added that into How I Met Your Mother. What add-on am I using to see what you have and what you don't? What do you mean? We're talking like what I have in my bag? Or are you talking about like down here? Because I'm using Bartender for spells. Danish sounds funny. People say it sounds like we are talking with our throat or like with a potato in our mouth. At least that's what I've heard people say. Look guys, it's the funny Danish streamer man. Yeah. Well, you got a taste of how I usually sound. You don't need an add-on for that? I'm still confused. What are we talking about? Are we talking about my spell bar? Are we talking about my bag? Are we... Wait, which one is... Wait, here. No? Out of range? Don't be silly. Oh, do I have to run all the way back? Is there any other mount drops in the Timeless Caverns? I mean, there's the Bronze Drake, but I have that one. I think we can go back again to Stormwind. I'm gonna do Midnight, the old version. Oh, for which mounts I need in transmogs? I don't think I have an add-on for that. I mean, I do have an add-on for like if I want to get some transmogs and stuff. It's actually funny. My friend actually recommended me an add-on that pretty much just like checked off everything you had, and then you could just like start at classic and then move down the expansions and just follow the list, and it would just give you everything. Yeah, when you just by default, when you loot a boss or something, it says you have not collected this appearance yet if you still need to collect it. So it's not something to require an add-on. Wait, are people fighting here? Oh yeah, if you summon two of these next to each other, they start fighting. I think that's funny. I think this might be the Whispered Winds. Oh, right. I think this might be the first time I'm riding the Astral Serpent on stream. Because I collected this one off stream, and I was so happy when I finally got it. I still haven't gotten used to going to, like, after I kill the Shah of Anger to try and get that mount, I always go in to try and get the Astral Serpent. So now I don't have to do that anymore. But every time I kill it, I always just travel over there, and then I'm like, oh, wait, hold on a second. I have the mount already. Oh, okay, my tooltip was bigger. Maybe I'm using a smaller resolution screen. I do have a 2K monitor on the side here, which would actually make everything a little bit tinier. So if you're sitting on a 2K monitor usually, then, you know, that might be why. I don't know why I'm using my small monitor. I think it's because... I mean, I think the quality is fine on a regular monitor. It has nice colors and everything. It's IPS screen quality, and there's some dust on here, I just noticed. But yeah, I actually, it's kind of funny because when I used to do YouTube videos, boomer screen resolution, oh come on. When I used to do gameplay videos a long time ago for my my other YouTube channel, when that had gameplays videos on it, I was always playing on a 2K monitor because the graphics were just so much better. But it's also heavier if you want to do like recording or, you know. Oh, I think I know why I switched. I have a GTX 1060 in my computer right now. So it's a okay graphics card, but it's not like the highest end. So just to not overdo my computer's, you know, workload, I just switch to this monitor here. I think that's why. It is actually like, it's my opinion. Whenever I do any graphical work and stuff, I have to use my 2K monitor. And I do also have the opinion that a 2K monitor just makes things like twice as pretty looking. And the colors look better. Well, it depends on the monitor, but you know, it looks better on this monitor over here. I paid, oh, what did I pay for this monitor over here? This monitor have been with me from back when I was studying through when I became homeless and just carried a monitor with me around, not having a place to live, to like being at the office now. So, you know, this monitor over here is fantastic. I spent, oh, what was it? I know how much it is in Danish kroner, but it's a little bit over $1,000 for that monitor over there. You know, I recently checked the most popular race class gender combination. I was surprised. Female Night Elf Druid is the most common combination in WoW. Actually, that makes sense. Even if you, let's say you're a role player. Oh no, there we go. Even if you're a role player, it makes more sense. But also because they have Shadow Meld when it comes to PvP and such, it also makes more sense to play a female, or not a female, just a druid in general, that is Night Elf, because you can get into stealth again. But I would actually think that Human Paladin would have been the most popular one. And I won't guess what the second place is. I'm guessing Human Paladin then. Ooh, haven't collected this. It's a male Human Paladin. Yeah, I thought so. Now think how much of them are female players actually. Probably not a lot. Although I will say, I think that female players are probably more attracted to playing druids. Yeah, male Human Paladins, of course. Yeah, I think that's just one difficulty mode. Okay, so with this, let's look at the add-on. Oh, I didn't rearrange all these things. Oh no. Oh yeah. Sorry, bad pun. Wait, yeah, let's just place that over there. Missions, what is that? Trade skill master, go away. Details. There you go. Fourth place, I think, is a male human warrior. It would actually be interesting to see what like the full list is. Okay, so wait, is it hiding behind? Oh right, I had to change something. When you go into weak auras, you can choose what layer they should be on. Like it's called frame strata. And for some reason, if you put it to, where is it? Why is it on inherited? If you put it to high, it goes on top of everything, like even Blizzard's own like the map interface or something. So I think I'll put this to medium and this one to low. The same thing here. So the cooldown should be, well, this one doesn't need, in fact. So that's better. Oh, sure thing. Find a list. I can't remember, like, if I want to get mounts. Like, what dungeons are in this area here. Actually, there's a list on the internet that tells you about all the mounts. And I do actually have it saved. Here we go. This one. Accept and continue. Okay, so let's do the daily ones first. We got the Swift White Hawk Strider. I have that one. Reigns of the Raven Lord. I have that one. Oh, right. There's another one nearby. Forgot about that one. It's the one in Sulgurup. There's a couple there. Just type WoW race gender statistics in Google. And then the Reddit link. Oh yeah, here we go. A female Night Elf Druid. It's actually, I'm very surprised to see that the numbers, like it says what number of players that play that particular race class combination. I'm actually very surprised to see how close everything is up against each other. The secret Neshatar mount yet? Do tell me. Are you talking about the Hive Mind? Because I don't have that one. It requires, I think, 8 people or something. Human Paladin, a Tauren Druid, really? I mean, there's a lot of people playing in the Horde too, so you know that makes sense. The Neshatar Blood Serpent. Let's look it up. A secret mount, I like that. Ooh. And you compare. Oh, this is. Wait, this is actually like decently easy to get, from what I can tell. Oh, let's go do that one. Let's do this really quick and then I'll go get that one. I've seen people write it and I was like, how do you need to grind rep or something? I don't know. So I just sort of like threw the thought away of getting it. But it seems like you can just, you know, get it. The reason I really like this version of the mount is because it looks very voidy, you know, with the void smoke coming from it. And the green and purple, I don't know, it just looks very, it looks more old god Lovecraftian than the red one, I think. But you know, getting as many mounts as possible will essentially get me to my beloved white serpent. The one that, you know, is like all glowy and stuff that you get with, how many mounts? 300 mounts, I think. So if you could dream of a cream, would you pie a cream? I don't know. I don't know. Was that an attempt at me saying something I was not supposed to say on stream? Because you failed. This way. There you go. I'm gonna smack him because I hate this guy. There you go. So according to the guide on the Neshatar Blood Serpent, it's a secret mount added in patch 8. Wait, so it was added like a long time ago. No mount. So you need to collect 20 abyssal fragments, which can be purchased in the auction house. I don't know how much it's gonna cost, but we'll see. I think I can afford it. Maybe. Well, I don't know. And then you must find the altar of the Abyss in Stormsong Valley at a specific coordinate behind a waterfall, and then use whatever you get when you collect 20 of those things. It seems very easy to get. Why did I not know about this? Okay, I do now. I think I've sold some by myself in the auction house. I actually think a lot of my characters have them, so I might log in and just sort of check my characters really quick. No need to, you know, buy all of them if I have some. Other way. Oh no, I'm getting burned. My warrior magic will keep me from getting burned. You know, I'm never really that disappointed when I don't get the first mount, because it's really the second mount that counts. The tiger one. Panther? I think it's a tiger. Which doesn't make sense, because do we actually have like black tigers in real life? Aren't they striped, all of them, and orange? Unless it's an albino, of course. But it's a fantasy game, you know, you could also say, well, that doesn't make sense. We don't have dragons in real life. So, you know, touche. Can I? No? Okay. Yeah, you got too close to me. We're supposed to keep a distance during these times of 2 meters. You're not gonna do that, I'm gonna smack you. Ah. Social distancing. Ah, no drop. Okay, so we're gonna go to the auction house really quick. Once I get to Stormwind, I'll just go through my characters to see. Now that I think about it, I think I did just like sell all of them. I think I took all the ones I had on all my characters and I sent it to my Paladin, and then I just sold everything. I've noticed that there's a lot of people that are riding this mount here. Like lately, there's been a lot more people riding Vuk, I think it's called. Lothian Prowler. Well, it's called Vuk. And I don't know if people are getting the drops faster or something else. There's a boss to kill that can be tricky if your gear is poor. Oh, what do you mean? In here? Are we talking a BFA boss? Are we talking the serpent? Yeah, the secret mount, okay. Well, I do have very poor gear, so... So what you're telling me is that my best bet would actually be to take my human paladin, which is the highest item level character I have on my account, and go for the mount with him. Do I have any abyssal fragments with this guy? No, I do not. Streamer has to rally his viewer base to kill the boss. Okay, I think I'll try with my paladin. You know what? I'll just teleport then. Oh, cannot do that. Walk out. Love how I didn't take a shower this morning. Usually I take a shower before I get to work. And my hair is just all frizzy. Yeah, so you have to try and do it yourself. Okay. I'll definitely do it myself then. Let's check for those fragments. I want to see if I have them. Fourth on the list, no surprisingly, the Blood Elf Paladins. And then the Night Elf Male Druids. Orc Warriors are on 6th spot. Oh. Alright, I was farming this place. No fragments here. If you fail, you have to collect more fragments. Oh, so it spawns, and if you fail and die, you have to get more fragments for another attempt. I'm definitely doing that on my Paladin. I'm not gonna do that and fail. Yeah, it has to be a serious attempt. See with my monk. Which reminds me, I have to do the daily thing here. What is this, vanilla? Okay. Yeah, he does. Yeah, I don't think any of my characters have it. How much gold does he have? Nothing. Okay. I have to do the dailies here as well, because my monk is the only one who is that close to being revered, so I can get flying. I think I counted that I have to do this for 6 or 7 more days, and then I got flying. Only drops for the summoner. I'm just gonna make sure I do this with whoever is able to do it. Okay, let's see if my druid has it. That will actually be my first expansion to unlock Pathfinder completely, so I can get flying. Again, it's because I keep switching characters. Like, I would have had flying long time ago if I wasn't switching characters all the time. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna... Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Hold on. Just to show. I have... this thing. Santien Lasso. So I can get the white and pink dragon. That, I think that's might be this week, actually. I'll check. I'm pretty geared with my Paladin. I think I have an item level of 450, maybe. I think I should be able to do it. I keep forgetting to look at my. Okay, so which one has gold? I think this guy might have some gold. Now the hard part begins. With the Paladin? Nah, it's gonna be a breeze. I don't know. Well, I'm hoping. I'm crossing my fingers. Took me nearly 10 hours of camping to get. I kept getting it wrong. Oh, the dragon. Yeah. It's I actually looked quite a few guides because I saw that there was a lot of things you could like do wrong, like you said. I've made macros and everything to make sure I'll get it, and I've seen like the best spots and every. Ooh. Auction house stuff sold. Nice. Okay, let's get all these items. Forgot about that. Send. $10,000 gold. 5 hours? I heard it should spawn every 45 minutes. I was once sitting there and I didn't realize that there was, you know, the mantises, and then you have the, there's 2 types of invasions going on, you know, depending on the week. And I was in the wrong week, and I was sitting there, and I was waiting for, I think, 2 hours, just constantly clicking on my macro that I set up to try and catch it. And then I was watching a TV show on the side. I sat for 2 hours, and then I found out by asking in the general chat, because I was kind of curious to why there was nobody else here farming it. And apparently I was doing it wrong. Oh, he was spawning higher. Yeah, the Moga invasion is the one. 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, that might be more correct. I think I remember wrong. Okay, so let's see how many abyssal fragments I can get for this amount. This would be a nice time to have the long boy. My fiance, she said that the perfect, or like one of the perfect gifts for her, because we have both our birthdays next month, would be the long boy. So, you know, how much would that be in tokens? And I calculated it, and right now it's going to be a lot of tokens, because the token price is not very good right now. But if the token price is at, you know, 200,000 gold, it would cost about 1,500 kroner, which I think it's $200 or something. It's an expensive mount. World of Horror? No, I have not. What was it called? Abyssal. I should have kept it instead of selling it. Fragments. Oh no, they're so expensive. Oh no. I was like, okay, you know what? It's got, you know, 500 gold, and it's like at the high end. It's gonna be very expensive. I wasn't expecting this price. I can get 3 and I need 20. I don't think it's gonna happen right now, to be honest. It has gone down. Actually, now that I remember, I was thinking that, you know, either because I had 2 fragments I was selling at one point, abyssal fragments and something else, and one of them was selling for maybe like 500 per piece. The other one was 3,000, so it's roughly the same as it was when I was selling it a long time ago. That didn't give me anything. So yeah, it's probably not gonna happen right now. I'm gonna have to save up some gold. I'm quite curious because my Paladin has 378,000 in health, right? And he's item level like 449. My Death Knight. Oh, really? Lovecraftian horror RPG. Let me look it up really quick. It actually, you know, now that you talk about Lovecraftian, it actually says something. World of Horror on Steam. Oh, okay, never mind. For some reason, my Death Knight last time I logged in with him had 400 something thousand health. Which I thought was weird because his item level is not good. Oh, this is interesting. It's overwhelmingly positive. Early access too. I like the art style. The old gods demand a price. Postpone the inevitable. Or something. Very interesting. I'm gonna keep this on my wish list. It's kind of like a digital board game. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. Like you have items from the looks of it, and stats like strength, dexterity, Perseverance, knowledge, charisma, then something else. Looks very interesting. Yeah, so it's probably not gonna happen right now with the abyssal fragments. Yeah, it does look scary. It looks like a very, very well done visual horror story. And it's only 13 euro. The thing is though, it's still in early access, and the last quarter of 2020. I'll keep an eye out for it. I wanna get it out of early access before I play it. Mod support? Oh really? And hey Shadow! Mod support is always just like the most best thing ever when it comes to games like that. Okay, so back to the list of dailies and stuff. Actually, no, that reminds me, I should probably go in and try to get that second two-hander from King's Rest. I think you can only do heroics once a day, right? So with that queue, I don't think there's any other mounts in this region here. I mean, there probably is, but not something that drops from like a raid boss or something. So let's go to Kalimdor. I need to send my character parachutes. No, Goblin Glider Kits they're called, because I have a ton of them on one of my characters. It might be my monk. There was a guy that was selling. There's this one person who is always selling stuff in Stormwind, and my fiance bought a pet from him, and he's one of those type people that is okay with you paying it off. So my fiance had to, like, you know, grind gold every day to pay it off eventually. And he was also selling goblin kits, which was really nice because I've always wanted those. And he sold them cheaper than they were in the auction house. Nithbank? Is that a mount? Oh, you're talking about the sword that I'm trying to get. Oh, maybe. Nithbank. I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember his name at all. I tried to Google Nithbank, but I couldn't find anything. It might be that person. He tried to sell a bow blue from Uldaman for 3 million gold for 3 months, and everyone hated him. I don't really know. Like, you know, I could imagine that people just hate sellers that constantly... Oh, wait, hold on. I think I know the name that you're talking about now. It's not the guy that sold me the Goblin Glider, but there's a specific person that keeps wanting to sell mounts. In the what do you call it? In the general chat, or trade chat is called. How do I get to this way? He's been trying to sell like particular mounts. Oh, what is it called? The big serpent in like the open world rare in Pandaria that drops. The Son of Galileo is called. Apparently, you can sell it after you get the drop, from my understanding. And he was just spamming the chat every single day. I think that might be the same guy. Did I do... Let me just check. Did I do that one? No, I have not. Now, let's start from the top. Oh, yes, I haven't done this quest line. I'll skip it for now. Yeah, same thing with this guy I'm talking about. It's probably the same guy. He wasn't spamming like, you know, every minute or so. He would post it, I don't know, every 10 minutes. It wasn't really annoying. It was just I don't know why I don't know why it pisses people off. Maybe it's jealousy that they can't afford the mounts, therefore they don't want to see it. Who knows? Yeah. Some people, they and I recognize this. If I'm sitting on my computer doing other things on the side, I might still have the game open, just even though I'm not doing anything. And it kind of leaves you in a position where you might read the trade chat or the general chat all the time just to see what's going on. And when you see the same guy posting something, it offends you, even though it shouldn't. You know, you should just not sit there and watch the trade chat all day. That might be the solution for it. Okay, so I need the I mean, I have this one, but I need the other one. Oh yeah, trade chat can make you laugh. Sometimes when you get into trade chat, somebody's saying something just super funny. Other times, you see these huge political debates in there. Other times you know, have just people asking questions. Which is actually, you know, I don't know if that belongs in the trade chat. I think that's more of a general chat. You know, if it's questions not about, you know, if you post in the trade chat, it should be about selling and buying. Oh yeah, there's some fun stuff in there from time to time. There you go. Oh, I didn't actually kill those.
It's too far away.
By the way, what do people think about warrior artifact weapon appearances? It's just a personal opinion, but I think they have the worst in the game. Of all the artifact appearances. Guys, where do I learn my flying mount? Yeah, and then they sent him to Bashir. Oh yeah, they do. They do. Because I killed the mothers first. Feral looks best. Are we talking Shadowlands or currently in BFA or? Nah, they got the best, at least for Fury. Oh, the artifact appearances we're talking, right? Because I asked a question. Of course, you're answering it. Yeah, the Feral. I think Feral is like one of the best ones in the game. Like, I totally agree. It looks amazing, and it's just so much better than the default Feral forms. Like, I never use the default ones. Now that we have the artifact appearances. And yeah, like the bear form as well. I'm not too crazy about balance. Nah, didn't get anything. But I liked Resto Druids too, like their artifact appearances. Nah, they got the best, at least for Fury. Oh, really? I have the exact opposite opinion. If I actually had one of the specs for Warrior that I think is like kind of okay when it comes to artifact appearances, I would say that arms look better. I don't like Fury. I don't know. I just think that, I don't know. This at least has some uniqueness to it. I don't know. I think they're too flashy for me. Whereas, I don't know. These are kind of like, they're still flashy, but they're not overly. Is that a heart pumping in there? Huh. And how does truth about the arms one being ugly? No. Well, yeah, but you know, there's ugly and then there's the lesser ugly, you know. Just got done with the balance of power one. Took me a month. Congratulations. Like, that is seriously one of the most annoying things to do in the game right now, if you want to get balance of power. Oh yeah, Lisa Kid is awesome. But that's not transmogs though. That's your animal form. That's different. It's not the same thing, okay? If you complete the order hall, it becomes the most beautiful artifact weapon. Let me just look them up. Are we talking Fury or arms right now? Let me just open this up and see. Good thing about having a 2K monitor on the side is that I can have the chat and I can have another thing going on the side. Fury. Okay, let me see. Okay, so that's the basic one. Well, that's the one that I have right here. Which I'm not too impressed with, but again, you know, it's not impressive for any of the classes. Yeah, Fairy is Druid. That's true. Arms is ugly unless it's hidden appearance. Oh yeah, I saw that one. I was actually very attracted to the axe that I saw. Also with the tanking one with protection, the Morning Star looks amazing. I don't know if I like the shield, but I like the Morning Star. Oh yeah. I haven't even seen the arms hidden appearance. It looks amazing. How do you get it? Okay, let me check Fury. That's what we were doing. So once you get the second appearance, I do agree. You know what I think is wrong with the first one? You know what I think is wrong with this one? Is that, I don't know, it's like it wants to be normal, but it also wants to be flashy. And I'm like, you know, go one way or the other. Whereas, yeah, the Morning Star is the Maid's Tower one, so I gave up on that one. But if you take the next one in the line, it looks like the blade is like detached from the rest of it. And has like fire going in between. Like, that looks a lot better. I do agree, that looks a lot better. I don't like the base color appearance, which is this one, but I do like the other ones. Yeah, how does the I like the pink one. The pink one looks awesome. The green one too. I like that one too. Yeah, it does look like a big scissor. Yeah, I would be happy too. Like, I only got it for my Death Knight, and that was just my Unholy Death Knight, so I don't have any of the other Maid's Tower appearances. Let's see. What does the other ones look like? Balance of power. You know what I should do? Let's just go ahead and open this up over here because I wanna share this. I want everyone to see. Let's open arms. Let's open protection. Yeah, let's go through this together. What's my streaming software? There you go. Yeah, there we go. This one is the current one. Doesn't look good. This one, it's leaning toward the flashy side, so much better than the first one. The one that I saw was this one. The one at the bottom here. Like, this one is cool. I would actually, you know, if it had to be like perfect, in my opinion, remove the dragon skeleton and add some metal shape to it instead. I think that would be better. But again, I'm not too flashy things, so might just be it. The maid style appearance, I actually think this one looks really cool. I think this one's pretty awesome. It kind of looks like something, you know what it is about these weapons here? It looks like something out of Final Fantasy, which I think is the dragons are essential. Oh, okay. I'll back off the dragons then. Yeah, Valajor exalted and wait for 2 world bosses. Yeah. You had to kill... Oh. Okay, so that's how you get it. But this one? Oh, right, if it's Dragon Slayers, it makes sense. If you have to kill 2 dragons. If we go to arms, I really like this one. Like, that's perfect. I would actually consider playing arms just for this one. Then the question is this the better color version? Or is that one? This one's a little bit darker. I like that. And how do you unlock it? Arcanite Blade Breaker. Don't touch the dragons. Did I just describe Gore Hole? Let me check it. Let me just check it. Okay, so we're talking about axes now, right? Probably two-handed, I'm guessing. No. Wait, how do you... It's not called Gore Hole, I think. Doomslayer wants his axe back. So let's see. How do we get this thing? Every day there's a chance that speaking to... Oh no, it's not. It's one of these. Master Smith Helga to offer a dialogue option. Is there an axe equal to Strumkar, which will end with being offered the quest Secret of the Axes? When this quest is active, it is active region-wide, and everyone will have access to it for that day. This sends you to speak to High Overlord Saurfang. That's awesome. At Krasis Landing in Dalaran. When done, jump back to Skyhold and speak again to Master Smith Helgar, who will send you to the Circle of Wills to duel Saurfang. Wait, do you get his axe? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I want to go check that right now. I want to get that axe. I might actually consider picking up arms a little bit if I can get that axe. Oh, my fiance is sending me that there's 24 people watching the stream. Getting all nervous now. Okay, so let's go check. I'm very split about the order hall when it comes to warriors. A lot of people, they just like absolutely love the crap out of warrior order hall. Oh, and vision of Saurfang's weapon. Yeah, you just said it. Warrior order hall is cool AF. I'm gonna try and minimize as many copyright strikes as possible. You know what I really like about it? I really like that it has a Nordic vibe to it, because you know I'm from the Nordic countries, so it feels like home. Like this is when I step outside my door in the morning. If I took the camera and panned it outside my window, this is pretty much what you'll see outside. Odin sitting over in the tree over there, and you know the villager flying around picking bread from the ground. It's pretty much like this. So you know I feel at home. But it also feels very... if I had to describe the feeling I'm getting, it's when, you know, when you go to high school and you have the prep kids, you know, on the football team. Like, I feel like these are the football team guys, and you don't really feel at home with them. So which one do I need to talk to? Oh, same, you live in Iceland, you can confirm? Yeah, awesome. Wait, so who did I talk to? Master Smith Helgar. Maybe I should move over my the thing so I can see it. Master Smith Helgar. Oh, please be today. Yes! It's today! Really? Wait, is it available every day now, or is it just like pure luck? Yeah, the chat order hall, that is exactly what I think it is. Wait, is this actually available right now? Holy. I have rarely been happier. I'm gonna get the coolest looking axe in the game. No kidding, I really want to get the mace from Torghast when the next expansion comes out. This is like the that version, but an axe. It was lucky. I'm glad. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna check out arms. Hold on. I'm not an expert when it comes to arms. From what I've understood, if you want to do solo PvP, you know, open world stuff. Oh no, that's terrible. Don't switch. Stop it. Nope. If you want to do open world PvP stuff, then arms is like Fury is the best one. But if you want to do, wait, can I just jump? Hoping. I heard that arms is amazing if you have a healer backing you up. But if you don't have a healer, like, and you want to do open world solo content, then Fury is like the best thing ever. Because arms has better damage, but Fury has better survivability. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. So, wait. So, where's the quest? Oh, find the warrior with the axe. Wait. Oh, okay. I need to look at the guide. So I have to go to Dalaran.
One day I may come for
Oh, really? I've never really looked into warrior, like, until I tried playing it as Fury. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, there he is. Oh, yes. Well, his axe is like a less cool version of what I'm gonna get, so, you know. I do not do what I do to praise. I'm here to save Azeroth and the Horde. I sense you have a purpose here. What do you want? While I'm not interested in helping your alliance become stronger, the Legion is a threat too great to not take every... Okay. I know of your exploits. I must see them firsthand before I can give you... When you... I can read them in the chat, but it's... I want to read them up there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. People have been telling me arms is amazing if you want to do arena stuff and you have a healer backing you up. Wait, do I talk to you again? Do I go back up there? Do I have to fight him inside Odin's ring or something? The thing about arms is that it has a lot of really fun spells. Like with Fury, you pretty much just hit something, but it doesn't do anything other than deal damage. With arms... Oh no. I wasn't ready yet. Okay, you know what? Let's just do it. With arms, you have like decreased healing that you receive and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I'm trying to get the axe at the end here. Let's just set specialization for Fury. No. Yeah, I was queued up for this one because I need a second weapon that's actually good. One versus one. No shirt, only punch. Just FYI, I have never really played arms before, so I might suck right now. I can't even keep up with them. I'm probably using all the wrong attacks. I'm just using something. What does that one do? Oh, okay, this is an AoE. I don't have any weak auras on the screen telling me what to do, which is also another sign that I don't know what to do here. Fox only? Yeah. The thing I like about having arms in Fury is that arms is a slower, methodical version. And Fury is, you know... I wanna kill everything. I was gonna say something, I was like, not stream appropriate. Alright, yeah, and there's not so good self-healing with this guy, so... That's a problem. You can definitely tell that there's people... Come on! I keep clicking stuff, but it's not doing anything. You can definitely tell there's people in here who are higher item level. Oh yeah, definitely the druid, the healer. Yeah, so... Shouldn't be a problem getting through this. I am so confused about which spells to use. Maybe I should just go Fury. Okay, this one deals damage. This one decreases effectiveness of healing by 25%. That's quite a bit. This one just deals damage, spends rage. How do I generate rage? Okay, get out. Yeah. Do I do it with auto attacks? Like, how do I do it? Ah, good. I don't want to get any loot until the last boss. Oh, sure thing. Thanks for watching so far. Yeah, that's what I feel about Fury. It's amazing. Wait, why is he over there? Oh. Okay, so that's AoE. Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn arms. Because I just realized that the artifact weapon I'm picking up is 4 arms. The druid is very impressed by his DPS, and he's sharing it in the chat. I mean, it was impressive how quick he died, but, you know, don't be too full of yourself. I would probably have been full of myself too, just to point it out. I have absolutely no idea what to prioritize with these attacks. My stun is up there. I need to have it down there. Okay, yeah, so this one Just deals damage, but it's on a cooldown. How do I generate? Oh, by auto-attacking. Okay. Smash the ground, shatter the armor of all enemies within 8 yards, dealing damage and increasing damage you deal to them. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's just like the other one I have for Fury. And this one is just like, you know, I'm capping on Fury, so I gotta spend some. Maybe I should switch these around. Yeah, so this one increases damage by my next Mortal Strike by 20%. So by using that one, and then using Mortal Strike after is the better idea here. So I should prioritize that one. Okay. I'm getting the hang of it. I just need to, you know, check what I'm doing. Am I really supposed to have that many moments where I can't do any attacking? Like where I'm just supposed to auto attack? I mean, it's slow and methodical like the Death Knight, but you know, when you're just used to when you pick up the warrior, it has to be fast and fun. It's very different. Okay, I'll do a spin attack. Oh, okay. Well, oh, me again? Last night when I was doing this, it was also me, and nobody helped me out of the thing. This time he did. But I don't like my spell setup down there. Ah, poop. Get away. Oh, I'm so slow. No. What was that, like 90% reduction? Okay. It's about buffing the next one. I like how this is kind of like playing the Paladin. It prioritizes certain rotations. Or like prioritizes certain spells. You don't just click whatever is ready, which I like. I might actually get into this one. But again, you know, the self-healing, the self-sustaining is not very good. Kind of hoping that that will change in BFA. Oh, not BFA, Shadowlands. Ah, thank God. Oh, okay. So it is like one of those, you're gonna have holes where you just can't click anything. My DPS is doing fine, actually, I would say. Actually, now that I think of it, I have way higher item level than that other Fury Warrior, and he's doing more damage than I am. So, you know, maybe not so fine. But, you know, I also need to have my weak aura on screen to help me out, because I'm looking down constantly, not really looking at the situation like I should. Okay, so there you go. Extra bleed, AoE, spin. But yeah, I kind of like the slow methodical. I like that you can change up the playstyles. You're not stuck with one. Oh yeah. Oh, whoa. Glad I could save that. The slow ability is also aimed at single target, which again is playing into the fact that this is more of a single target PvP or raiding spec, because it's single target focused, whereas Fury is like AoE hitting. I'm actually kind of getting into this. But like I said, I need weak auras. Oh, and I caught up. I overhauled the Fury Warrior. I just need to play in a way that... Wait, you can't actually see it. I just realized. But let's get in the way here. And of course, getting that thing. Maybe make sure that people can actually see what's going on here. There we go. You have to get in between you. Stop moving. I noticed that there's no... what do you call it? Fury has this one ability called Recklessness that allows for him to deal more critical strike damage or something over a certain time period. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't want that. Ah, poop. If he gets the next weapon, he will keep it because he needs it as well. Yeah, there's one called Sweeping Nightmare. Sweeping Strikes. But it's just like, you know, if you're hitting another... If you want to hit a second target, it just deals more damage then. Not really what I would say, like, an amazing thing. Please drop the sword. I know I got one piece of loot already, but I need that sword he's carrying. It's the best warrior sword in the game right now from my understanding. Yeah, we're pretty overpowered, so I don't think we need to worry too much about strategy. We'll see. If people are like dying too fast, then probably we do. Sachi. Oh. Is it... Who's Sachi? I know that warriors have always been like grinding this particular guy here to get his two-handed. Oh, okay, yeah, so it's from the new raid. I'm gonna have to like do that one then, like the looking for raid version, just to see if I can get it. Please, crap. Oh, what is that? Essence of the Troll Dynasty. Okay, well, done here. Armageddon. Armageddon, are we talking about the this one, right? The profession tool. Oh. Wait, hold on. Wait. This way. I have like nothing out on my bars yet. There it is. Can't believe this was up. I was just so lucky. Make your way to the Circle of Glory. So sad that Saofeng isn't here anymore. Let me just check that weapon you mentioned from the raid. So you're talking about this one is the best one. Ooh. Let's go Raid Finder. Oh, even in Raid Finder it's amazing in like item level? Huh. Wait, that wasn't the place? Yeah, it is. Wait, who did I talk to?
I serve a greater power.
Do I just enter? What is that thing? No. No, that was not what I wanted. Dual Saofeng. I did. Oh, okay. It pushed me out last time. Alright, Saofeng. See what you got. Oh, that wasn't even a warm-up. Enough. Well, he's level 110, so, you know, makes sense. How do I get out? I might be stuck. Is that what I do? Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, fall down. Grant me my majestic axe. Yeah. And not only Sylvanas had to teach him a lesson, but I had to as well. Oh yeah, here we go. Ooh. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, I actually want to read this out because it's so awesome. Masterful, your weapon experience show even the Valager can learn from the younger races. There are new enemies and new ways to be fighting that I haven't seen in my many years. You have given me a great deal to work with. Thank you. Oh yeah, so he's getting inspired by his axe to see how he's like where the scratches and stuff are. Did I do it? Oh, hold on. Do I even have the artifact? Wait. Hold on. Is it in my bank? My artifacts might be in the bank.
Death cannot stop me.
To be honest, like one of you mentioned that there was a really awesome story inside the Zora Hall campaign. I don't remember what happened at all. Yeah, the most heroic entrance ever. Yeah, I don't have flying here either. So that is actually a thing I should probably unlock. And probably one of the characters that I finished Balance of Power with. Because it requires exalting or something revered, I think, from those.
How are you?
Oh yeah, here they are. Okay. Let's just equip them. Or like pull them in. Wait. Okay, that is. There we go. Okay, so which one's arms? I don't even know. Is that arms? Okay, you know what? It's gonna tell me. Okay, it tells me up there. It's fine. Yaha! Looks awesome. Come, hero, show me your artifact. Okay, I'll show. Wait, hold on. We need to. Wait, where's my other weapon? It's up here. Okay. Hold on. Transmogrify. You forgot.
I have just the thing, Wanderer.
Oh crap! You have to do the whole lock out, lock in thing. Do I need to shut down the game? I think I need to shut down the game. Otherwise, it doesn't see that I got the thing. Oh, it's still increasing with viewers. Come on, give it to me. I want to see it. Delicious. Okay, should be here now. There it is. Man. I just want to mention, now that I've seen it, I do think that the darker version is probably going to be a lot better. But it looks amazing. How do I get to the last one? Kill 1,000 players. Really? Wait, hold on. No, wait a second. Oh, it is. I can't tell which version this is. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, it's the bright one. How do I get the other one? Oh no, don't tell me I have to do 30 dungeons using this appearance. You can see on the hilt, it has a green band about it, like a stringed around. I want the one with the brown one. But I think it requires doing 30 dungeons. Okay. I mean, it still looks cool, but you know, I want the dark version of it. Okay, so we got that one. I don't think I can queue up for the heroic one more time. Yeah, it's locked. Crap. Yeah, the wrapping, exactly. Okay, so let me just check on Icy Veins really quick. I wanna see how I'm supposed to do with this. PvP, Arms Warrior, talent, rotation playstyle, Azerite trade in essences, right? Because that's a thing too. I am looking so much forward to when Azerite trades is not a thing anymore, because you're forced to play one spec the entire expansion. Okay, so let's look at the talents really quick. Which I should not have that one. Okay. Oh, it's instant. Nice. Defensive stance, defensive combat state that reduces all damage you take by 20% and all damage you deal by 10%. Okay. Wait. Okay, so this is your survivability list. This one restores 6% health every second when you don't take damage for 5 seconds. 5 seconds is a long time in like PvP world. Like if they're relentlessly attacking you or dotting you up, this will never work. But this one here, I don't know. It. Do you just constantly stay in defensive stance then? Or how does that work? Kind of feel like this is like playing the Demon Hunter. Like you don't gain health. Well, Demon Hunters do, so that's not true. Oh no! Why is there shield on his back? No! Oh, that's so ugly! Wait, so if I want to go in defensive stance, I have to look at a lion shield? Okay, what else did I do wrong? Okay, so this one is the better one for single. Avatar or in for the kill. Okay, so this one is more like constant, this is bursty. I think I'll take the constant one. And then this one, yeah. What about PvP choices? What does it say there? Mandatory. Blade, Storm, Destruction. Okay. War Banner. Okay. Let's pick that one then. Sharpened Blade. Okay, so it makes the next Mortal Strike deal 50% increased damage and reduce healing taken by 50% for 6 seconds. So that's like, you know, if the healer is focusing them, this one can be pretty good. I have too many spells. Second Wind is so OP when leveling or doing dailies. Second Wind. This one? Okay, you know what? I'll pick it, because I hate defensive stance. I'll try it out. If you get in a PvP fight, though, I don't think it's going to be the best thing, but... You know what? I'll pick it. So how am I supposed to set this up here? Okay, so to prioritize... Where's my rotation? Here you go. Sudden Death and Tactician, I need to use as often as I can. I don't even know what those are. I don't have anything called Sudden Death. Oh wait, no, this one. Your attacks have a chance to make a next execute cost no rage. Okay. Oh, okay, so execute is like, I need to use that one as much as possible. Okay, so that one is pretty important. Okay, you know what? Let's just find a target dummy. And I don't need this thing. I'm a human now. Let's go to BFA. Oh, I think this is a Danish person. Sangbert. It's like a song host. Okay. Yeah, let's try this axe out. We haven't actually tried it yet. I think I'll try it on a target dummy first, and then I'll try it on real enemies, just to, you know, I need to get the practice in. Oh, I haven't even done this yet. I don't even know if that's the best option, but I'll choose it now. Oh, but my spells are not set up correctly. Sharpened Blade. When activated, your next mortal strike will deal 15% increased damage. Okay. That's that one. So that's a buff. I don't want to place it there though, because that's where I put my slow. Ah, this is so difficult. Okay, you know what? I'll put it on R. I don't know. We'll see. The thing is, I don't think arms is that bad when it comes to like doing world stuff, because I mean, you have Victory Rush, and then with the talent that you recommended, it's probably going to be, you know, okay, as long as you just can kite things around. Okay. It's so weird, like, with the, like, some of the spells I can use, some of the spells I can't use. So this is bleed damage. Does this stack? No, it does not stack. Okay, so it's just a dot. I need to have this up on the opponent constantly. Overpower increases the damage of your next mortal strike by 20%. And that has a 12-second cooldown. That's a long time. I think I'll place that down there. So once that's ready, I need to do mortal strike afterwards. Just decreases healing. And what did this buff do? Okay. There's a lot of strategy going on here. This is too much. Actually, no, I'm okay with this because I like when it gets a little bit complicated. Smash the ground, so that's just an AoE. And it increases damage I deal. I should always start with that one, I think. Blade Storm. Sweeping strikes. Okay, I think I got this. So opener. I don't know what's going to be, but once that's ready, I'll focus this way. Deal increased damage. My next mortal strike is buffed. Okay. Increasing the attack power of my next mortal strike twice. It's so difficult. Okay, you know what? I think I got this. I think I got this. Let's try on enemies. How does other people do it when they have to learn a new spec? Do they do it on target dummies and then switch over to regular enemies, or do they just jump into battle? Like into PvP fighting or something? Oh, I should actually check if there is a two-handed weapon. Sometimes there is, if you're really lucky. Nope. Yep, nope. What about here? Okay, let's do Tiragod Sound. It's gonna give me Azerite power. My mind is working in a high pressure mode right now, trying to figure out how this spec here is supposed to work. Like, I don't see how it's supposed to work. Like, it seems like it's even more, you know, it's a slow, methodical, definitely better if you like to, you know, screw up your opponent sort of thing, you know, with healing, and if you like buffing your attacks and being methodical about, you know, the order in which you need to use your spells. It's the self-healing that I'm a bit worried about. Because Fury has like constant passive healing going on, but Warrior, Arms doesn't. But it seems fun, which is important, which I'm glad, because Fury is fun. Arms seems fun too, so that's, you know, that's good. Wait, I want to land there. Arms literally has a passive called Tactician. Oh yeah, it does. Maybe I should actually read these, because that might make sense. Deep wounds damage is increased by a lot, dealing damage over 6 seconds. Okay. Oh.
The Coven is trying to infiltrate Aram's stand, uncover their treachery, and burn.
Wait, so I have a passive bleed damage going on? So only my critical strikes generate more rage. So I'm guessing, if I had to take a guess, and I looked up on Icy Veins right now, it would actually tell me that I need to have critical strike as one of my main stats. If I had to guess. So right now, without having any rage, I can use 2 attacks. I can use a buff and I can use overpower. So overpower is going to be my opener. Let's switch those around. Because that's something that really confuses me. Like, some of my spells are just like available right now, but others aren't. Okay, let's try it. Okay. I mean, I think I'm too overpowered for these. Well, I am. Yeah, I don't want to... It's not testing my skill. Okay. Put a bleed. Put a bleed. Buff Mortal Strike. Execute as soon as I can. Oh, thank you. It definitely seems like it's hitting much harder. We'll see. I'll play around with arms for a little bit. Okay, so bleed on you. Bleed on you. AoE. Oh. Stay out of this. I want to do this myself. Okay. Don't come over here fighting this guy. That's for me only. It does say that my overpower, it creates this, you know, buff, and it stacks 2 times. So maybe I need to stack it. Might be a good idea, since the cooldown for Mortal Strike is pretty... I don't know. Okay, so we bleed, it stacks twice, and then I hit for a lot of damage, right? Yeah. I like seeing my viewer count go down, because I'm practicing. Yeah. Okay, so bleed, buff Mortal Strike, and hit. I should probably start out with that thing down there. Okay, you know what? If that's available, I'll start with it. I'm definitely seeing how this is going to be fun. Go in, apply bleed, Mortal Strike. Why does it reset my overpower from time to time? I mean, I'm not complaining, but what causes it to reset? My auto attacks? No. I don't understand how it gets reset. I'm okay with it, just don't understand it. Okay. We go in, bleed, buff. It resets. It's a very interesting rotation, I think. Because it always resets when I use slam. Go in, bleed. It got reset, so we got 2 of them. Reset again for some reason. So it's not slam that does it, it just resets from time to time. Got reset again. Okay, I think my setup down there is fine, so I'm gonna create the weak aura for it. Yeah, I'll do that really quick. So just to have it the same way, let's just go ahead and include Bloodthirst, Blade Storm, Blade Fury. That's not for this one. I wish you could sort these after which class you're playing. That would make it a lot better. Oh, execute. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think I can just with these. Get away from them. Oh, is that? Wait, is that an ally? Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah. So I need to do these. Let me just find them again. So this is very exciting content. Duplicate. Overpower is gonna be called. And it's only gonna load for arms. And it has to be displayed as the correct spell. Right. Let's get rid of this thing. I don't think we need execute showing. Let's get rid of it. Yeah, there we go. Bladestorm has to be shown on both of these, because I have Bladestorm with this guy too. Fury and arms. Nice. Okay. Duplicate. Slam. Trigger is going to be slam as well. Let's move it out to the center. And then we're gonna have Mortal Strike. Gonna create a new one. Move it over. Minus 40. No, not minus. Plus 40. Okay, so now we need execute. Execute does need to be in the same one, so actually I should not have removed it. Execute. It's going to load on both of them. There you go. Rend. Trigger. Action usable. Nice. There you go. And I think this is the last one. Warbreaker. Weak Auras is one of those add-ons that I had a lot of trouble with when I started out. And then I just sort of got used to how everything functions. On my Holy Paladin healing god on my channel, a lot of people are asking for the weak aura. It's very easy to set up though, so, you know, I don't know if it's out of laziness or if it's because people are actually wishing for it because they don't know how to set it up. Okay, so we'll take this one, Sweeping Strikes. There's also a little bit with which one should display the cooldown progress, because that might be important too. So stuff like this one, Overpower, does actually need to have a cooldown progress timer. CD. Cooldown, desaturate. This one has to be on medium. No, has to be on low. This one has to be on medium. And the same thing goes for Mortal Strike. And then I think I'm done. Finally. Low, medium, desaturate, cool down. All right. I think this is good. I think I'm done. There's always something that screws up when I do this. There's actually one more spell I should probably have showing, now that I think of it. Let's just go ahead and include it over here, next to Sweeping Strikes. It's gonna be Sharpened Blade. No! I was doing something! Okay. So many moments here where you can't do anything. Okay. Sharpen Blade. And let's just move it out. Are you kidding me? I'm not done yet. It definitely hits hard. I do want to admit that. It does hit hard. It's not. It doesn't want to do it. Come on. Write it in manually. Done. Okay. I don't feel like I have any attacks I can use when I get in. Okay, so execute, use execute as soon as possible, it says. Okay, so buff everything. There's too many people here. I want to fight something a bit stronger, which I know, I think I know where I can do it. Okay. Oh, I got shifted up here, apparently. Let's go down here to the Tertullian one, because there's a rare down here. Takes a little bit more killing for it to die. And I'd like to see how I do against something a bit stronger. Defensive wise, let's actually see what Icy Vein says when it comes to defenses. Die by the sword is my main defensive cooldown. Okay. Defensive stance is another great defense that Warriors has. But it's not really helping out and survive just like a little bit longer, so
Before a young Tortollan can inscribe
yeah. It doesn't say a lot of defensives. How long is the... It's on a 3-minute cooldown? Why is it on a 3-minute cooldown? So the one defensive that I have that might be like okay is on a 3-minute cooldown. Had it been a 1-minute cooldown, that'd have been like fair, I think. Or at least 1.5. You know, 3 minutes is way too much. Okay, let's try and kill that rare. That was cold.
You'd make an excellent school teacher.
There it is. Rindlewoe. Okay, Mr. Rindlewoe. Let's buff up everything. I should have used my this one. It's not really hurting me. Oh yeah, Bladestorm is on a shorter cooldown apparently, according to my PvP talent. But it doesn't seem like it's working. So stack those, execute as soon as possible, and he's dead. I don't know. I feel like if I were to get in a PvP fight with somebody, I'm not gonna do anything but see my health slowly decline. And then I'm just kind of screwed. Like, I can't heal myself. Let's go back to Fury. I think I messed around with arms enough for now. I want to unlock the other appearance. Yeah, let's equip the Claymore. So with that, let's do looking for raid. Because I want to get that one particular item. I don't know how to do the last boss. I'm just going to point that out, but my add-on will help me out. Yeah, this one. Should I get a reroll token? You know, maybe getting a reroll token might be a good idea here. Or not, because it's not very high item level. It's my... There it is.
Didn't get many travelers here.
I'm busy right now? Why? I'm moving? I'm not moving. I'm standing perfectly still. There you go. The queue times for an hour. Interesting. How does oh, what is it called? How do you increase your cape? The back gear. Because right now I think for some odd reason, and I have no idea why, with every other character on my account, when I get the cape, I get 15 corruption resistance. With my warrior, when I picked up the cape, I have 5 corruption resistance. I don't know why. I get 10 less. And I don't know how to increase the number at all. I have no idea. Is it one of the upgrades you have to buy inside the Heart Forge place? Because I usually buy another one, I think. Nah, I don't think I do. Anyways, I have to go down there and increase my health. Oh, why is my data showing like that? This is weird. Like, it's showing like that, but it's supposed to show like that. Oh, okay. No, it's fine now. Ah, that's what changes it. I have no idea why I have so many of these. I mean, I'm not complaining. I don't know, this one? To be honest, I don't care about these things. I just want to fill out the slot so I don't get this pop-up at the bottom that says, oh, you need more essences. Or you have an unused essence slot, they'll say. Okay. I think I'll take a break here. I'm really hungry and I haven't eaten lunch yet, so I'll end the stream here. I don't really feel like there's that much interesting to do at the moment, other than I could go mount farming. Me messing around with arms is not the most interesting thing to see, so I think I'll stick with Fury because it just has so much better solo capabilities. Although I like the idea of playing arms in arenas with a healer, but I think I'll just end the stream here and I'll get some food and we'll see if I get on a little bit later. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.